Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at you on another episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about Kai Cenat, man. Kai Cenat, he's been on a hiatus ever since Mafia Thon 3. But, lately he's been talking about his mental health right after the Streamer Awards. And ever since then, it seemed like all hell broke loose with all these streamers. And, it's just collabs and clicking up and, all these things, drama, allegations, like with his clique. A lot of people, you know, worry about the people that he have around him. A lot of people say he didn't start talking about mental health till he got a girlfriend. It's her putting wear and tear on him. It's everyone that he gotta look after since he's so big in the streaming world. Even the school, a lot of people are saying he hasn't come out with the school yet. They criticize him for that, like Dr. Umar. But man, when you a streamer and you number one top dog, bro, I would think it would take a lot on your mental health, especially reaching all this success so young. But we're gonna have to get into the video without further ado. That has a lot of people, upset for whatever reason. Without further ado, let's get it.
Hello, everybody. I'm currently on my laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. And I would love to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few months through my more personal page, which is KC3 Hidden. Um, I am going to go private soon on that page. So whoever gets in. But I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health. And honestly, it's been getting better. It has. But out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create. And I don't know if I'm getting mature or I'm just looking things at a broad point of view, but I am so passionate about creating in general. And I'm excited to show you guys what's going on. Thank you.
And that's one thing right there. He's a creator. He's an entertainer. A lot of people feel like just because he jumped in the streaming world, he cannot get into the fashion world. He cannot get into uh, the movie world. Making films or whatnot. And a lot of people are saying, man, you can't get into this world and then just try to, jump over into this world because you're going to be taking a spot from someone else who's really passionate about it and been doing it all your life. Man, it's enough room to create out here for everyone, I think. And, had 50 Cent not jump into the movie world and getting what all this producing would have never had good shows and movies that, became a classic. Get Rich or Die Trying, goddamn, BMF, Power, all these shows and movies that people grown to know and love. Um, yeah, so I don't think it's no, you don't need a cap on what your goals are. You don't need a cap or a limit on what you can put your dreams towards. Like people can't just keep keep people in a bubble. If this man want to go ahead on and branch off and do other things, he's allowed to do so. You know, but he also stated that he's gonna always stream. Now I do think it'll slow down. I don't think he's just gonna be streaming all through his mid 20s, 30s, 40s. Like I do think it will slow down and he will stream here and there. But for the most part, he still will stream because that's what he loves to do, and that was his claim to fame. But when it comes to even him speaking right now, you can see that he's getting more mature. You can see he ain't the same, loud Kai not like how Rakai is, and maybe Rakai gonna get older too. People, these people are growing in front of your eyes, and a lot of people can't accept that. People gonna have to evolve, and people people are getting on him for reading this one book, and it's a self-empowering book, and he's learning how to speak better, and he's learning more vocabulary, and people are getting upset with that. This man is 22 years old. A lot of people don't know how to speak, all that well when they're in their early 20s, especially if they're not reading a book or getting, practice with it. Especially when it comes to speaking in front of large body of people, and even that's a problem with people. But a lot of people feel like this mental health thing is just a sympathy marketing tool because he's trying to sell a product. A lot of people feel like he's selling the kids. But man, one thing about kids, you could make money off them and you could get views off them, but you ain't gonna make as much money off of kids as adults. With kids, it's a limit because they have to get their grandma's credit card, they have to get their mom's credit card. But adults, they, as long as they got the money, they got the credit card and the money on them right then and there. But the kids, they're gonna eventually grow up, you know, and they're gonna move on. Just like Lil Wayne, his fans grew up. You know, Nicki Minaj, her fans grew up. So I think that a lot of people feel like this is a crumbing marketing tool to something else that he got going on. He's about to come out with a personal Instagram page, and a lot of people think that he's trying to, filter people to that off of sympathy. But I don't think it's nothing of that. Like, and some people even think that maybe he sold his soul some way, somehow. All this money can't be coming from him just working hard and luck. He did something. A lot of people be feeling that way when it comes to the entertainment industry, when it comes to Hollywood. But me personally, I don't think, nothing like that was going on. I just think he worked very hard. He did a whole bunch of collabs. He got lit. And, you know, right now he's, taking a break with his girl and they're traveling, seeing the world. And, even if you're a millionaire, you're going to have times where you're going to go through things that money can't fix. You're going to go through things that money can't buy. You're going to go through things that money can't replace or repair. You know, not everything cures. Not money. Money don't cure everything. You're going to have some real life stuff with friends, family, and relationship issues. But let's go ahead on to the next clip.
Echelon as him, and I don't get. Maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why Kai Cenat is struggling with his mental health. Maybe I'm just not in the same echelon as him, and I don't get how a multi-millionaire who gets money from his fans off of subscribers, who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3, is struggling with mental health. Maybe I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Maybe I'm stupid. Or maybe this motherfucker is looking for sympathy for y'all. He hopped on this app and told us he's been struggling to achieve these goals he wants to achieve. All he wants to do is create and just keep creating. Nigga, you didn't create that school yet. You took all this money from all these people and you didn't even make the fucking school. You gonna hop on here talking about I just want to create. I just want to create. I've been struggling with my mental health. It's been holding me down. It's been holding me back. And now I got some shit I'm working on.
I don't think people understand it's not that simple to create a whole school. You really need a whole infrastructure. You need a lot of things to go into creating a school. It's not just something that can happen overnight. Now, has he probably been slacking on it? Yeah, but he got his own goals too. He got his own aspirations too. He still got to work. The school could still come, but it don't have to be on everyone's else pace. you know. And even if it don't come, I'm sure he still do a lot to give back. I'm sure he got a lot of people that he take care of, and he made their life better, you know, in general. So ain't that enough that he's taking care of all the people around him? I'm pretty sure it's a good 50 people that he take care of specifically, you know? Because I think Aiden Ross said he take care of at least 42 people. So if he take care of 42, I'm pretty sure Kai Cenat take care of even more probably. Because as black people, we like to help out all our family members. We like to help out all our homies from back before we made it. We just, you know, we we nice like that. You know, but it's just gonna always be a problem with other people. You know, and I just think this dude right here probably just clout chasing. Like, why does Kai Cenat life mean that much to you, to where you making a video about him? If anything, you probably Kai Cenat age or around his age, you need to be, following his blueprint on his work ethic. You ain't gotta be a streamer, but follow his work ethic. And streaming not easy, like people think it is. Because if it was, everybody would just go ahead on and do it and become successful. This dude is an exception to the rule.
And then I want to show y'all, it better be that fucking school. I swear on everything, if it's not that fucking school, bro, all y'all motherfuckers supporting this kid, bro, you have to stop. You literally have to look at this from a different lens and think for 1 second. This nigga is taking money from his fans and then tells you he's struggling with his mental health. You know how many niggas probably subscribe to him right now that's struggling with their mental health? I hate this nigga so much, bro. Like, I didn't have no reason to hate this nigga before. I used to fuck with Kai. But this is crazy as fuck, dude. And y'all are defending him. Y'all are like, yo, Kai, we hope you feel better, bro. We're here for you. Nigga, he ain't here for y'all.
Let me tell you one thing about these celebrities. No matter how much you hate these people, no matter what they don't get accomplished that you would like to get accomplished, in order for people to still mess with them or not, they're gonna always have fans. They're gonna always have fans. I, Charleston White, a lot of people still go to his shows, still watch his stuff. He said the most vile stuff in the name of content and being a character. Yet people still support him. When people see him, people still want a picture with him. People still get excited. All the vile things Krishan Rock did, neglecting her baby, having her baby go through what her baby's going through, just the worst mother she could be, the worst woman she could be, just a bad representation of a mother. But she's still gonna have fans, and she's still gonna have people who's gonna support her no matter what. A lot of people are in parasocial relationships with these celebrities. A lot of people uh, idolize these celebrities. Celebrities worship. They're gonna always have fans, especially someone as big as Kai Cenat. I think the only person who was successfully blackballed or, canceled was the baby. And even he seems like he's making a comeback after that little letter to YN song that a lot of people are seeming to feel. But for you to be obsessed with somebody saying, "Oh, he better get this done. He better do this." You hate him. He's taking money from his fans, and that's the whole purpose of being a streamer. You stream so people could view and donate. You stream so you could get sponsors. You stream so you could get the ad money. You stream so you could get brand deals. In the midst of you doing it because you like to do it. I mean, that's just the times we in. You know? And like I say, man, money can't buy everything. Money cannot change your girl from cheating on you. Ask the dude in casino. Money can't change your kids from not loving you the way you would want them to love you because you're a workaholic father. Money can't change your mom uh, having Alzheimer's. Money cannot change certain things. People gonna hurt. People are humans. People grow up watching these people streaming and they feel like they, owe them something. They feel like they need to live their life the way they want them to live their life. And that's just not the case. And there's so many people, you know, are speaking on Kai Cenat when it comes to him having this mental health and him coming out with this new thing he's been working on when he's creating. He said he's getting into fashion, he's trying to get into film. So 9 times out of 10, he's probably working on some type of film, or he's probably working on some type of, clothing line that he would like to come out with. He's probably working day and night on that thing. Cause I already know he came out with some type of deodorant or something, or some type of cologne. I'm not sure if that did well or not, but if that don't work, on to the next project. Even JC had a lot of projects that didn't work out, but the ones that worked out, that's the ones that hit, and that's all that matters. A hustler gonna find his way to bounce back. You know. Now, up until this point, I haven't seen Kai Cenat do nothing to warrant all the hate that he's getting. You know. But I mean, that's just the type of world we live in when you're gonna have a lot of eyes on you. But I do think these streamers do need to, take little breaks, take time to reflect and, you know, uh, just, you know, just reflect on things, man, because having all these views on you every day, I don't think this was meant to be like that for humans. Just a camera in your face 24/7, watching your daily life, like, and you literally got to be performative, because you ain't gonna say what you want to necessarily say or do what you necessarily want to do knowing a camera is recording you. So it's kind of like you're not really living your life for yourself, you living your life for people. Now that can be a good thing sometimes, because you might, not do certain bad things, you might not say certain bad things, but at the end of the day, you performing, you know, you performing for as your life. You become a slave to content, literally. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Is all this hate warranted? How do you feel about Kai Cenat with his mental health that he's going through, his recent success, him reading up a book, getting his vocabulary up, the accusations about the school didn't get built on some Dr. Umar shit. Like, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm out. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video. And until next time, I'm out.